Kidd Kraddick in the morning.
The Showbiz Top 5.
Hey, it's Kellie Rasberry. This is Showbiz Top 5 for Thursday. It's March the 25th. Now, Justin Bieber had a little CD release party. He thought it'd be fun to have it at a bowling alley, so they rented out the Lucky Strike in LA. But so many fans showed up, lots of screaming, wailing, and weeping girls, and security for Justin got a little skittish about it, advised Justin it would be best to leave the premises. Even though he's really looking forward to getting to hang out and bowl a little bit, they decided it was best to move their posse to another restaurant called the Eldridge, where the gang, including Justin's dancers and his label reps, ordered $400 worth of hamburgers and fries, and then when they were done celebrating, they took the rest of the food they hadn't touched and dropped it off at a local homeless shelter. So he has a little bit of a giving spirit. That's good to know. Now, before flying out to LA to mentor the American Idol contestants, Miley Cyrus kept a private plane waiting for her for 4 hours in New York because she decided she really needed to get her hair did. So she got the extension, she got more highlights, and then 4 hours later than she was supposed to be, she headed off to LA. Now, the advice fell on tone-deaf ears for Paige because, yes, it was Paige Miles who got sent home last night after her way off-key rendition of, Take a Look at Me Now. I'm not going to pretend that I can sing it any better than she can, Phil Collins. But anyway, they have that rule they started, I think it was last year, where the contestant that receives the least amount of votes is given the chance to redeem themselves and sing for their salvation. But Simon said, you know what? We're not going to waste anybody's time by having you sing a song. There's really no chance of you moving forward. So Paige Miles got the boot. And now next week to mentor the top 10 contestants will be Usher Raymond. Now, long before either of them were married, LeAnn Rimes actually dated Tiger Woods for a little bit till her daddy found out about it. Some sources say it had to do with the fact that LeAnn was 7 years younger than Tiger and she was just a teenager at the time. And others say it might have had a little bit more to do with the fact that he's a Cablinasian. Either way, both of them did have one thing in common besides the mutual attraction. They both ended up cheating on their spouses. Another woman, in fact, two women have come forward to say they also had affairs with Jesse James while he was married to Sandra Bullock. The first is another tattooed stripper. Her name is Melissa Smith. And she says that a couple years ago, about 2006, Jesse found her on MySpace, contacted her, invited her to come see him at the West Coast chopper shop he runs, and she did. And the very first time they met, they hooked up and continued to see each other from then on out every few months for about 2 years. It finally ended last year. And then there's another woman, a photographer named Brigitte Dolgier, I guess. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it looks and sounds French to me. Anyway, she was hired back in 2008 to do some styling for a photo shoot for his chopper business, and she says they carried on this email and texting relationship for quite some time, and that did end up in a physical relationship. She says they only got together for some quality consummation time 4 times, and then she finally ended things. Now, Taylor Lautner and Taylor Swift, they had lunch together yesterday in Beverly Hills. Taylor Swift's mom was there. She's always hanging around with those two. I don't know if she has a crush on Taylor Lautner or what, but she was there, and the two of them tried to be clever, and they left the restaurant separately, but then they jumped in the back of the same car to take off. Now, just the night before, Taylor Swift was on a little bowling date with Corey Monteith from Glee. Now, they brought along Selena Gomez as a third wheel, or maybe to throw everybody off that, well, it can't be a real serious date if they have a third party involved, right? But they had a little bowling date at Pins in Studio City. And witnesses who were there said that, Taylor and Corey seemed to be a little bit snuggly, not too obvious about it. So maybe she's just really playing the field, trying to juggle a couple of guys at the same time, taking nothing too serious. Guys do it. Why can't she, right? That's your Showbiz Top 5 for Thursday.